Hi guys, today I decided to make a new video blog format about the cryptocurrency, and I already wrote about it in my Telegram channel, and I wrote that I'm fond of cryptocurrency and sometimes even make some money on it. Very so. And now I'm recording this big video for you, for my favorite amazing subscribers, and it's gonna be about the cryptocurrency, of course, and actually we will overview the Bitcoin situation now. Actually, I wanted to make this big video for you earlier, but the rate was too high, and buying Bitcoin 1 year ago or 6 months ago wouldn't be the best investment. Actually, it's not the best investment even now, but we can already discuss these facts and can think about it. If we discuss the latest Bitcoin situation, many well-known and major analysts suppose that the market has touched its bottom, but I don't quite agree with their position, and that's what we're gonna discuss today.
What is halving and why it's interesting? Levels of Fibonacci and why this strategy is very effective. And we will analyze the past cycles and make a correlation to understand if this is the market bottom. Well, let's discuss what is halving.
First of all, we need to go back in time and consider the history of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin was launched on the 3rd of January in 2009. At that time, the block reward was 50 Bitcoins. And then on the 28th of November in 2012, it was cut in half.
From 50 Bitcoins to 25. Block reward.
Then on the 9th of July 2016, the second halving occurred and the reward became 12.5 Bitcoins. It's worth noting that halvings occur once every 210,000 blocks.
For example, the fourth halving will definitely happen on the block of 840,000, but we cannot know exact time and date.
The exact time and date depends on many factors, such as the hash rate and also what power is used for Bitcoin mining, because the blocks can be mined slower or faster ahead of the schedule.
Well, why is halving so important?
The fact is that Bitcoin has a limited issue. Bitcoin is limited to 21 million coins, and when all the coins are mined, no new ones will appear. That's why Bitcoin is fundamentally different from fiat currencies, and halving is the way to contain its inflation.
Even before the first halving, the creator of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, compared Bitcoin to gold. With each block mined, Bitcoin is more difficult to achieve, and the same goes for gold. It's a limited resource, it rises in price, and it is also more difficult to mine now.
Well, let's analyze how Bitcoin halving relates to the coin's inflation. Well, here are the halving periods from the first to the third one. And if you analyze it, you will understand that reward is reduced and Bitcoin is getting harder to mine and becoming more valuable.
Well, now I would like to tell you about the most effective tool that any skilled investor should know. Well, if you want to read the phases perfectly well and if you want to know exactly which assets to enter, well, listen carefully.
This tool is called Fibonacci levels. Fibonacci is a great Italian mathematician, and it's interesting that his real name is Leonardo Pisano.
And you know, Fibonacci is his nickname, what makes him even cooler.
He deduced a series of numbers which start from 0 and then they keep on adding the values of the previous two numbers in the sequence. In fact, any given Fibonacci number is the sum of the previous two Fibonacci numbers. For example, 0 plus 1 equals 1, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8. And in this moment you might be thinking, Emma, please stop, I got it.
And why is this so important to traders, you ask? The main feature is that these numbers are seen in the various aspects of the universe. Mystic, isn't it?
Another interesting feature of this series, so if we take some number from this sequence and divide it by the next one, we will always get the same close ratio. For example, 21 divided by 34 equals to 0.618. And if we take a number and divide it by the number after the next one, we get 0.382.
Hi there, my name is Emma and I'm gonna check it. Mystic, isn't it?
It is believed that this value 1.618 defines the concept of the golden ratio. You may have heard of this before. Actually, this number is considered unique since the proportion of the golden ratio was used in the construction of ancient temples, churches, and Egyptian pyramids. The Fibonacci numbers and their ratios have been noticed to emerge in the world around us, in nature, art, and music.
Mystic, isn't it?
Well, let's return to the number 0.618 that corresponds to our first level. The second level is the level of 50%. The third level is 0.382. There is also a fourth level that I will get if I divide, for example, 8 by number 2 digits ahead by 34, okay? And get 0.236. This is 23.6%. This is the fourth level. In general, dividing a preceding number by the next one, we get 0.618. Divided a number by the number after the next one, we get 0.382. The classic trading with the indicator goes as follows. We put the Fib lines on the last complete price impulse of an instrument with the first point at the beginning of the movement and the second one at its completion.
In fact, just minimum and maximum. But now it's the time for the most interesting thing, the chart time.
Well, on the market, I marked halving periods. I divided this chart into cycles. Let's add Fibonacci levels here. Let's start with the first cycle. Well, here you can see the price ratio at its maximum, then there is the decrease, some kind of correction, flat, up movement. In the second cycle, everything repeats. ATH is here, retracement, flat, upward movement. Now the situation is also repeated. ATH is here, then there was a bear trap. ATH is also here, a correction. I suppose it's gonna be the accumulation phase, and then an upward movement.
Actually, if we talk about the current situations and why I don't believe that the market has touched its bottom, that's because we can see that there is the 85% level at the Fibonacci levels.
If you take a look at each cycle, you can see that Bitcoin touched the level of 85% and there was a rebound. That is, there was a minimum point, there were some squeezes, but they were minimal and were bought out very quickly. In the second cycle, the situation repeats. Also 85% level, a rebound from this zone, and now we haven't reached this zone yet.
Actually, I don't consider it a mistake to enter the market now because I am already in the market and I have allocated 20% of my budget for investing in cryptocurrency. I also have orders for 14,000, 12,000, 10,000, 9,000 and 8,000. Depending on how small the price of Bitcoin is, the monetary amount is higher for me. Why I have orders for these prices? Well, it's simple. We haven't reached this 85% level yet, and when it happens, I believe that I can buy Bitcoins at the best prices. Well, why are the orders for 9,000 and 8,000, you ask? Because there may be some squeezes and I will get even better price. I made very good profit on 2020-2021 bull run because I bought it for $7,100, but everyone was selling it during the March Madness of 2020. And then in 2021, I sold it for $33,000 and $59,000. But everyone believed it's gonna be to the moon and the price will be more than $100,000. I was basing on my risk management and I had decided that it was the right time to leave the market. And as you can see, it was really the right decision. And it's worth noting that there is some kind of dependence between cycles and within the cycle. And I believe that it's gonna happen again.
Well, if we talk about the current situation and take the weekly Fibonacci level, then I think that a correction to 21,000 is possible. Next, I expect a downward movement, and the retracement is also possible because of any positive or negative news background. I prognose the situation like that because the price will break through the Fibonacci level, then move back to this level again, as it usually happens, and then will go down to the 85% level. Of course, the situation may be different. For example, there can be the flat zone here, or the price will move down without any difficulty, or it can bounce up and then the down movement will continue. And I believe that the price will reach this 85% level, and it's gonna be the true market bottom or close to this.
In fact, the upper movement is expected 6 months before the halving, and at that moment it will be very appropriate to focus on speculations on the market if you want to make money on the up move.
If we talk about the spot trading, I think that now is a good time to enter the market, but of course, always there is the opportunity to wait for better prices.
Actually, in 2023 and 2024, I plan to earn a lot of money. And it's not the investment recommendation, but I advise buying Bitcoin now. And it definitely won't be a mistake, because if the price gets to 85% level, it will be just 30% loss of our position. Actually, try to buy Bitcoin now, and I believe in 2025 you will return to my video, get to the comments and write kinda Emma, thank you, you were right. And the last thing that I want to discuss is the growth of Bitcoin in cycles.
As you can see in the first cycle, the ATH was at a level of $1,300 for a Bitcoin. In the second cycle, we had an ATH of about $20,000 for a Bitcoin, and the difference is about 15 times. And if we compare the ATH point of the third cycle to the ATH point of the second cycle, it will be the difference of about 4 times. Actually, I expect that the history will repeat itself, and we should understand that the global economy is fragile now, and there is always the chance of the negative news background. And now it's not known what's gonna happen to the dollar and its inflation. And if analyzing what was happening in the previous cycles, then I expect that the price for a Bitcoin will be $210,000 and $280 will be the point of ATH in the fourth cycle.
To sum up all that we have said today, I definitely do not believe that the market has touched its bottom. But I'm already in the market and I'm collecting my asset portfolio. I have allocated 20% of my budget, as I said, and I have orders for 8, 9, 10, 12, 14,000, and I have already told you why I have these orders. I am basing on my risk management and my experience because, as I already told you, I made good money in 2020, 2021 when everyone was selling their Bitcoins during this March Madness. And then I could sell it very well when everyone believed that it's to the moon and the price will really go to the moon. As for me, I plan to earn lots of money in 2023 and 2024 because I know exactly that I can do it. It's not the investment recommendation, but I really advise you to buy Bitcoin, to try it now. It won't be a mistake because, as I already told you, if the price gets to the 85% level, we will just have 30% loss of our position. Well, try and buy it now, and I believe actually I have some idea that you will return in 2025 and come back to the comments under this video and write kind of thanks Emma, you were right. It's my desire. So I hope that this video was very useful to you. Write in the comments what do you think about this new video blog format. Did you like it? And like this video of course and subscribe to this channel. So I wish you all the best and good luck in your trading.